Good morning, this is KELOLAND on the go. With all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A Clark, South Dakota man is behind bars after being accused of beheading his mother.
36-year-old Bowen Fladland was arrested on Tuesday and is charged with first and second degree murder.
It's in small town South Dakota where we expect and we're comfortable with being safe. And so when you have a death involving a son allegedly murdering their mother in a beheading fashion, it certainly is troubling.
Fladland has a history of criminal charges, including a case where he's accused of strangling his mother 2 years ago.
A Rapid City woman is behind bars accused of attempted murder.
Police were called to a church in the central part of the city just after 1 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. A witness told police that an employee had a meeting with 39-year-old Rebecca Goodbear.
Police say Goodbear allegedly strangled the employee during the meeting. Another employee rushed in and pushed her off the victim. Police found Goodbear blocks away from the church and arrested her for that attempted murder charge. Authorities in Moody County have found a body in the Big Sioux River near the Flandreau Dam. The search began over the weekend when the sheriff's office received a report that someone was in the water near the dam. They suspended the search due to safety concerns. The South Dakota DCI is investigating the case and says that no further information will be released until the investigation is complete. Now let's head over to the KELOLAND Live Doppler Storm Center to get a check of this morning's weather. Good morning, Scott.
All right. Good morning, Perry. Good morning, everybody. We are looking at temperatures today to reach the 90s for many of us. There will be some still stuck in the 80s. We have that going from Brookings, Watertown areas to the east, and Worthington may hit around 85. Otherwise, 90 in Sioux Falls, 94 in Pierre, 91 in Rapid City. We'll continue to follow developing showers and thunderstorms throughout the day into this evening and tonight. And Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. A lot of people in KELOLAND love their cars and they love showing them off.
But Larchwood, Iowa is hosting what's called the Crappy Car Show Friday night. The more rust and dents, the better.
You're not going to find a lot of chrome or shiny paint jobs out here.
The cars will be judged in 4 categories: the Painter's Palette, Fry Cook's Choice, Trusty Rusty, and Surprise She Runs.
Then one will be crowned Chud's Champion. The car show gets underway tomorrow night at 7 with live music.
Meanwhile, restaurant customers in downtown Sioux Falls will have a chance to help flood victims in Texas later this month. Sanaa's Gourmet Mediterranean is serving a fundraising brunch on Sunday, July 20th. All proceeds will go to World Central Kitchen, a nonprofit relief agency that's providing food to both volunteers and flood victims.
It's not going to fix everything, but they will feel some kind of hope when people from around the United States helping them.
Sanaz is requesting a minimum donation of $20 for each meal.
About 15,000 hot dogs are on the menu in Laverne tonight.
Hot Dog Night has been happening for more than 60 years. The Summer Classic will be served at businesses downtown and around the city.
We start serving them at 5:30 p.m. I haven't seen them really given out past 6:30 because they're gone.
Other events happening Thursday include wiener dog races and live music until 8 p.m.
For more event details, head to this story here on KELOLAND.com.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens.
All right, watching the weather today after those thunderstorms last night. Things are drying out for many of us. At an inch 58 at the airport in Sioux Falls. That's quite a bit of rain. Probably one of the bigger numbers we've got actually on the maps. 1/4 to 1/2 inch totals from Aberdeen to Huron. Brookings Airport had about a 1/4 inch. I've seen some numbers a bit higher in Brookings on this storm. And then lesser amounts toward Yankton. With this latest cycle of rain. You can see the loop of the radar there, some 50 to 60 mile an hour winds and ping pong ball size hail with some of those cells. Some of it may be a little bit larger than that. Today, the new thunderstorm chances, well, we've got a risk there, a marginal risk in western South Dakota and into the central. The main action is probably going to be down in central Nebraska into western Iowa. That's where the slight risk is located here for today. and tonight. We do see some evidence, though, to support at least a 20% chance of thunderstorms in our southern counties. You can see some of that rain by 4 o'clock there in the west. Maybe some cells pop up around Chamberlain. It's still plenty warm out there. Hot weather, 90-degree temperatures. Not in the 100s, though, like we had yesterday around Pierre and Rapid City. Sioux Falls area, I think after the peak heating of the day, we will watch some storms this evening in northeast Nebraska. So Yankton, Vermilion, that's definitely, fair to watch that. Maybe overnight tonight, some of that stretches up towards southwest Minnesota. Now, tomorrow, the main cold front comes in, so we already have a north wind in Rapid City and in Mobridge, even Pierre. So that's really going to knock down those temperatures. But also, the collision of that air mass in the southeast could ignite a line of pretty strong thunderstorms late in the afternoon and early evening. That is a concept we're going to keep watching the development of that. But for Sioux Falls, I would at least consider that for your at least late afternoon and evening weather plans. There could be some weather associated with that in terms of some heavy rain or at least a strong period of thunderstorms. But once it passes, then the weather for the weekend is going to look pretty good. We're going to get into Saturday with a high temperature at 81. 80s, upper 80s, low 90s on Sunday, and it is looking hotter early next week. We're going to get back into a hot spell, but it's not going to last all week. Already pretty good evidence that we're going to see a sharp cool down by the end of the 7-day forecast. So we're kind of mixing it up here for everybody here. Some rain chances at times. Aberdeen and Pierre, you'll get some rain chances tomorrow. I do expect a dry weekend. Hot by Monday. Look at Pierre and Rapid, close to 100 degrees. And then a sharp decline by day 7 and day 8. Check out more details online at kettleland.com.